Hi, in today's screencast, I want to show you how you can design webcomics. Now, before I start telling you what to do, I want to show you what these things really look like. Now, here's a project I was working on in the last week. I'm sorry I'm not going to be able to let you download this, but I can at least show you what this looks like. So, this was for an internal project, and as you can see, this is a comic which I've gone ahead and created. It feels like a comic book. You can flip the pages. And because it's got a very comic graphic novel kind of feel, it creates an emotional impact that makes the recipient, the learner, the performer feel that it's not such an intimidating topic after all. So it's a topic, it's a kind of technique that I love to use. It's really got me engaged, and I thought I could share some of the techniques I've used to produce this with you. Now, when I actually create something like this, I use some really advanced tools. And those advanced tools are index cards and post-its. Now, you're going to laugh at me when I say index cards and post-its are advanced tools, but I think they're the world's best analysis tools. So what I usually do when I'm designing any kind of e-learning or, in this case, a webcomic, is I actually design every visual, every screen on one index card, one separate index card. That helps me use that as a reference. I know exactly what I want at the end. And when I actually lay out my index cards in a storyboard of this nature, I know that I can move things around. If I don't like how the story flows, it's very easy to change. So I get to interact with the story and the flow of my e-learning, and it helps to make my e-learning a lot more appealing to the audience. So this is generally how I approach designing. Now that's actually the layout for the webcomic I designed. Now the tools that I really used for this are very simple and free. So I use the Design Comics Toolkit, and I've talked about this several times earlier. It's a free toolkit, it's open source, you can download it, use it as many times as you want, no credits required. So I really like this as a tool. So you can go to the Design Comics Toolkit. There are lots and lots of things that you can do, but the main things you'll be interested in are the source files. And if you look at the zip file that has the sources, the PNGs, you can go ahead and download them, and that basically goes ahead and becomes your repository of images. Now, to create a scene with these PNG files is extremely easy. You can go ahead and open a PowerPoint, and this is PowerPoint in Mac, but even other tools just work fine. So you start off with a blank slide. You'd like to start adding some elements in here. And what you'd like to do first is add the background where the scene's going to be set. So I'm going to pull a background in there. I'll just move this, resize this to fill the screen. I'll then go ahead and add one of the characters. So let's see. Let's go ahead and add a character who's looking stressed. Right, I'll pick her. I'll drop her right in. Yeah, she looks stressed enough. I'm going to pick somebody who's looking angry and is angry at her. He looks angry enough. Right, and I'll push this guy backward, and that's your scene. It already looks like a scene. I'm going to go ahead and now add a call out just to give him something to say. And just reposition the call out to point to him. I'm going to change the color of this. There you go. It looks more like a comic call out now. And then, yeah, you're just too slow. There you go. You've got an angry guy telling his colleague you're just too slow. And that's what your scene can look like. So as you can see, it's really simple to go ahead and create these webcomics. That's just a scene that you can create in PowerPoint. And, if you create multiple scenes of this nature, it creates a great progression of stories which people can then use to actually learn. And you can tell a story about why something is so important, and you can show the logical progression of steps. You can go ahead and create great emotional impact with this kind of storytelling approach. It's exactly how you would make a movie. So I'm hoping that you like this approach, and you let me know how you feel about it. And I'll hope to hear from you soon.